Welcome to my Mental Health Nigeria online podcast. Yes, I know that you might be wondering, why are these people here? Well, if you used to see us on radio, we moved. We are now an online-based podcast. So please, if you're joining us live, I want you to invite other people to join us live. Today we have a very interesting topic. We're having a conversation about why men, die by suicide 3 times higher than women. That's an outrageous statistics, and we want you to have this conversation with us. So if you know any man at all, invite them to this life now. Come and have this conversation with us. Let's find out why men are dying 2 times higher, 3 times higher. In some countries like Russia and Argentina, it is actually 4 times higher. 4 times higher than women. So please join us on this conversation. I'm going to invite our guests in like 3 minutes. But before I do that, I want to give you like a little mental health gist to let you know that this mental health thing is really very serious. It's very important. And even especially for men, we should be having this conversation. So some few days ago, a Facebook influencer, Charles Awuzie, made a post, just instructing other Facebook users and influencers to be careful about, the people who follow them, because you don't know who is following you. You don't know who is not mentally all right. You don't know who is sick. You don't know, things like that. So you need to be careful. Why was he saying this? He shared a post about a certain guy who reached out to him and was confronting him, telling him that he is the source of all his problems, that he knows about all his problems. And he's like wondering, I don't even know this guy. I have not met this person before. When I listened to the voice notes, even as someone already mentioned in the comments, under his comments, I saw that was a presenting case of schizophrenia. And this is something that, we just look over in this part of our world. I was just thinking, at the end of the day, this guy might just be chained somewhere, some rehabilitation somewhere. Nobody's going to care about what's happening to him. So those things happen to us. They happen to men, they happen to women. But today we're talking about men specifically. And I want you to know that mental health illnesses are real. They are happening, and we need to be careful, and having these conversations is very, very important. And so at this point, I am going to introduce our guests. The first guest, since our moving online as a podcast. So welcome, John Paul. This your double laugh is up in me.
Hi.
Hi everyone. So you can see that the double himself has landed, and you can hear the double laugh. JP, welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming on this show. Thank you for starting with us. Thank you for saying yes. We're so glad to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. So by the way, please introduce yourself by yourself.
Okay. My name is Chidi John Paul Osinachi. I'm a real estate consultant. I think that's all I can say for you. Thank you.
Nice. Real estate consultant. So please, if you are looking to buy land in Abuja especially, and you don't have money, maybe you dreamt of, where you bought a house of 150M, but you don't even have 1M in your account, please contact JP. He's going to show you the way. Abi now.
Actually, you can achieve your dream even with little or no cash, when it has to do with securing a property here in FCT.
Okay.
That is where we come in actually.
Okay.
We actually show you a pathway to go so that you can make your dream a reality.
Okay.
So it's possible.
Okay.
You can achieve it.
Nice.
For sure.
Nice. Okay, great.
Thank you.
JP, you are a man. And I've known you as a very hardworking man. I've known you, if we want to talk about men, I'm going to count you for so many reasons. Because I know that you have experiences, you know people, You see a lot of things, probably by virtue of your work. And the statistics about men taking their lives 2 times, 3 times higher than women. Isn't it crazy to you?
Super crazy, seriously. Super crazy. No, actually, I the world itself is going through difficult times right now. So it's not Nigeria is not
Our guest should be audible.
okay. I'm sorry. So I said the world itself is going through tough times, all right? And Nigeria is not left out, okay? And when we are talking about going through difficult times, it's a global issue. And the men are the focal point via taking responsibilities on shouldering the affairs of life, all right? And you know what it means, shouldering responsibilities, in the sense that while you are existing as a man, you have a couple of people under you that you must, carry along. There are so many expectations from you, from friends, from family, from relatives, and stuff like that. And when all these things are overwhelming, all right, it comes as a thought. Am I sure I can be able to shoulder all these responsibilities? So, and a thought precedes another thought. Before you know it,
other things are creeping in.
And before you know it, this person is saying, I can't take it any longer. This is so much, this is too much for me, that kind of stuff. And before you know it, they try to end it. So that is actually the root cause of all this suicide
for men being higher than women.
Exactly.
So actually statistics also proves that women get depressed, are more likely to get depressed 2 times more than men. So the disparity in the suicide whatever is shocking, because how is it that women are 2 times more likely to get depressed, but men are, more likely to take their own lives? In fact, statistically, suicide is the number 1 cause of death. Is the number 1 cause of death for men under 45. So if you're a man under 45, if you're a man at 45, above 45, you need to invite other men to join us live right now, and let's have this conversation. Because I'm thinking, I know that, okay, take for example when this guy died, Nick Imudia, if you remember him, the former CEO of Jumia. When he died, it was a shocker, even to the point that his family came out and they were saying that no, he didn't die by suicide. They didn't want that narrative about him. The question is, truly, what happens to him is statistically, in the area of statistics, is not a shock, because these are things that happen to men. So from your own perspective as a man, do you agree, as in to you as a man, do you agree that you are more susceptible to this thing? Do you feel vulnerable, you as a man, from your own experience? Do you feel vulnerable that true, you get some things will go happen to me as a man? Maybe say, if care is not taken, it can really shake me as a man.
Okay, let me balance, from your question and your narration. You were talking about the statistics that shows that women get easily depressed than men. But then, adversely, men commit suicide thrice more than women. Now look at it. Now, women get depressed because they are emotional beings, right? Good. But the difference, or where the effect comes to play, is communication.
Okay.
All right? Now, when a woman gets depressed, all right, now they are wired in such a way that, that mindset that there is someone there that will listen to me, and there's someone there they can actually, accommodate my thoughts. They are built on pampering. All right, I can actually get some pampering from somebody.
Okay.
And normally they are talking beans. So she will pick up her phone, call a friend. You're all right.
Yes.
So she can possibly, in the course of the conversation, cry. Okay. Now, even at a point, while narrating her audio to the friend, maybe the female friend.
Yes.
You understand? The female friend can even, join the crying section. Yes, can join the crying section.
Okay.
And at the end of the day,
she feels better.
She feels better.
Okay.
Because when you cry, it's as if you are easing a whole lot of burden. Okay, let me tell you my story a bit.
Okay.
So there was this time I experienced a business setback.
Please, if anybody can hear us very well, please indicate.
Okay, there's this time I experienced a business setback.
Okay.
All right. And I know how tough it was for me. Now, it was so tough that I couldn't tell anybody. Now, I'm in the line of business whereby if you let out your weaknesses, all right, you are attracting people to move away from you. Because it's all about packaging, because we deal with high level figures. Okay, a man that wants to invest some millions cannot afford to start listening to pity party. You understand? They might tell you, okay, it's fine, you're going to be alright, but then
that's a very big
they
point.
cannot invest their money. They can't entrust their money to you. So
wow.
As such, you need to button it up. But guess what? One of the days, first month, second month, third month, fourth month, it was very crazy. So my sister called me, my elder sister called me that morning. I've already dressed up for work. I was leaving, she called me, she was asking me, how are you? I said, I'm fine. Trying to be a man,
yes,
that kind of thing.
Yes.
So all of a sudden, she entered a dimension that made me to open up.
Okay.
At that point, I couldn't hold it. I let out everything. After all, she's family.
Yes.
She understands.
Yes.
Nobody understands more than family. That kind of stuff.
Yes.
And for the first time, in a very long way, because I can't remember the last time I did that, I saw myself crying. I was sobbing, physical tears.
Yes.
And she was consoling me.
Yes.
All right. But guess what? After that communication scene, all right, I felt better. I felt good. Like, I left my house to the office with this, full ginger and morale. And I can tell you something. There was a point of turnaround for me.
Nice.
Do you understand? So that is a disparity between women get easily depressed. Men dies thrice faster than women. So the barrier there is communication.
So for a man, instead of speaking up, because you mentioned something that is really very, like, I've not seen it from that point before. Men, because of some of the responsibilities that is shouldered upon them, probably from work or things like that, they are bound to package by all means. So instead of speaking up, at some point they're like, what's the point of speaking up? Let me just give it up, because who is going to listen to me? So let me ask again. Now, is it a question of, well, you already pointed out that it could be a question of who will listen to me. But is it also, are there sometimes that there are people willing to listen to you as a man, but you're not willing to open up?
Okay, let me tell you something. We are in a society whereby there is this common adage, and I can tell you, I can be very, very sincere with you. All right? I also, I buy from that school of thought that men don't cry. All right? Yes, men don't cry. Okay? Now, we're in a society whereby, as a man, when you cry, it is termed as a weakness. All right? And a man, the whole being, anatomy of a man is, captured on strength,
Mm-hmm.
strong, masculine being.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you are that person that, okay, you need to raise up others that are on the floor.
Yes.
Now, not minding your standing or
Mm-hmm.
your state of being.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes.
Because naturally, the society has, shouldered that responsibility that you must be strong. You have to be strong. Now, it's a mentality issue.
Okay.
It's a mindset.
That's where I want us to get to.
Now, that mindset,
Mm-hmm.
has been planted in men. Now, thereby leading to, I need to button it up.
Mm-hmm.
We are in a situation whereby, as a man, if you go out to talk to somebody
Mm-hmm.
about your predicament or what you are passing through,
Mm-hmm.
you will not in return get that requisite, emotional appeal, comfort you need.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you will hear, come on, you're a man.
Are you one of the men that do that to other men?
I am.
You are. You see?
So you be like, come on.
Okay.
You have to brace up.
Okay.
Life is not for the weak.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
The violent take it by force.
By force.
So you don't need to fold your hands and
Yes.
start doing pity party.
Mm-hmm.
You are not a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Just it.
Mm-hmm.
Ahead. You know that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But over time, I have, having experienced one or two, most times, for you to have an empathy towards another person, you need to, be in the shoe of that person, or maybe having witnessed one or two issues the person is passing through.
Yes.
How you felt firsthand, you can be able to, give out, something that can be able to be appealing to this person. Now, when you are going through that, what do you expect somebody to do to you that will cheer you up?
Yes.
All right. Now, it will not make you, when you see another person going through such, you can be able to kind of exhibit that particular thing that person is expecting. You were expecting another person to do to you. Now you are not doing it to another person.
Yes.
Now it helps to heal men faster. So
nice.
Due to what I went through, I can tell you that I have that.
You have become more compassionate.
More compassionate towards. Okay, I know what you are passing through. I can draw one or two thoughts, but I can also shoulder that, little comfort, compassion, show emotions and cheer you up. Don't worry, it's gonna be okay.
Yes.
And now, it's not enough to tell somebody it's gonna be okay. All right. Now you need also to provide one or two solutions. All right. That's because what can actually make somebody feel okay, or what can actually make men to open up and in return they feel okay, is not just the consolation of okay, it's going to be fine, it's going to be all right. If you can be able to provide a solution, all right.
What kind of solution?
Solution in the sense that, okay,
if it is monetary solution and you don't have money to give the person.
Now, if it is monetary solution and you don't have money to give to the person, all right, what do you do at that point, right? Good. First of all, what are you selling? If you don't have anything you are selling, okay, what services are you rendering? If you don't have any services you are rendering, what is this one thing that, okay, if I ask you to do, you can be able to do it so easily? All right. Now, when that is mentioned, okay, maybe I might say, okay, I will talk to somebody on your behalf that needs this skill, this service, or that needs what you are selling.
Yeah.
All right. To patronize you. Okay. Now, in the course of patronizing you, you can actually get some money you need for you to solve your problems.
Okay.
All right. Sometimes you can do crowdfunding. Maybe tell one or two friends, okay, CC, that kind of stuff. So, but in this case, it cannot be 100% accurate that okay, you can be able to solve all the people's financial issue. That, but you can show them way they can be able to, tread on and be able to get some reasonable amount they can start with. If somebody is owing like, let's say 100,000, okay, you can be like, okay, you're owing 100,000 and this person is on your neck. Okay, let's say house rent, example. Maybe your rent is 500k. For an example, 500k. Now you'll be like, okay, since you're owing 500k, how much do you have as your savings? Okay, let's even take it that this person doesn't have anything saved up.
In fact, you are going to exactly what I want. Let's take it that this person doesn't have anything.
Good.
Because the point I want us to come to is it okay for men to know that it is okay not to be okay? It is okay not to have sometimes. It is okay to cry. Johnny Hejeto is saying something. He said, I wish I can cry honestly, but I see tears as weakness. But I tell you that I cry inside most times. Which is like my question. Is it you as a man, can you boldly tell men that it's okay to cry?
Okay, let me tell you.
Because sometimes even your monitoring needs will not be solved.
Do you know?
What?
Do you know, there is one thing people don't know. All men cries. And it's okay for a man to cry. Now,
Thinking to be more audible.
I've been privileged to, come very close to people that matters in the society. All right, people that from the outside view, you will say you will term them as everything is very okay for them. They don't have issues. They have the fleet of cars, their houses, stuff like that. I've been privileged to, come closer to these people, and I've noticed that these people, they cry. Now the difference is that they have friends, like very close pals. They cry to.
Okay.
Now, one thing about friendship, one thing about friendship is you must have this clique of friends that knows your weaknesses and cannot be able to use it against you.
So is one of the problem with what is happening with some of our men is clique of friendships.
Clique of friendship.
Some of them just have friends that are going out to drink with them and that's it.
Exactly. Now, and most of them, they roll with friends, they tend to package, like
they want to impress.
They want to impress. So now, I want to be in the clique of these friends. As such, I don't need to show weakness.
Yes.
All right? So I need to package so I can be able to fit in.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So now, when something happens, they can't go to these people. All right? Because when they go to these people, it's be like, oh boy, you don't cast yourself.
Yeah.
But
so you don't cast yourself.
But it's true.
Yes.
Now, but life, is in phases. Men are in sizes. All right?
Yes.
Good. Now, when you in your friendship organogram, there are points where this kind of friends comes to play.
Yes.
Now, you must also have in your organogram, outside these people, have your homies. Your homies, that people that you know that they know it all. That is, they know it all.
Yes.
People that you can tell this is how it is with me right now, and they will shed it, gather together, and provide solution.
Yes.
Now, if you don't have this clique of friends, all right, you need to be intentional about your life.
Yes.
Especially this year, 2025.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
When people say, I do hear some preachers that said, in your life now, do you have somebody that if you need 1 million, if you call the person, can the person answer? Do you have somebody if you need 2 million, 5 million respectively? See, it's good, it's true, right? But life has taught me that you need to be at a level financially for you to have that kind of friends that can be able to cover such amount of money for you.
Yes.
See, if your financial level has not gotten to that point, nobody will answer you. That is the truth. Now, the type of friendship we are talking about is not those kind of, friendship of if you need 10 million, if you need 20 million. No, it's not those kind of friendship. Those friendship are more or less business partners or business colleagues. People that you've traded before and they know your capacity. So even if you don't have now, they can give you, they know that you have the ability to, do one or two things to return the money. All right? If you don't have the ability or capacity to return the money, nobody will give you money. Now we are talking about people, friends that in your little estates, in your smallness, all right, they are your homies. They are there with you
to identify with you
in your little moments, in your good moments. These are the people that knows your in and out. These are the people that will point blank and correct you on the given, error. Or when you want to, tread or drift away from a particular, normal way of life. These are the people that will come to you, but see, don't do this, and they tell you. Example, I had an offer to do something. Now that offer was very juicy for me. I know how much I'm going to make out of it. All right, but I spoke to 2 persons. All right. Now these 2 persons are my people. Now 2 of them separately, individually, I spoke to this one. This one said, hey, don't do this. I know you need this money, but don't do this. Now I spoke to the second person. In fact, that person is my paddy, my business partner, my business colleague, everything. So if I am crying, you understand, if I go to him, he will understand. I told him, Baba, see you. He said, look, I tell you, don't do this thing. In fact, I traded this way that right now I'm in a mess because of what I did. I was looking for immediate gratification. From all my permutations and calculations, I thought that this thing is going to go well. In fact, the thing was going well. Getting to the extreme, the thing backfired. So I am now not calling him, Obo, I need so amount of money. After, see, I keep saying it that any friendship that you don't think of what to give, not what to receive, you're a parasite. And I can tell you that you'll not be carried along.
Okay. We were a little bit off for a moment. I hope you guys can see us right now, and I hope we don't go off again. So JP, you've been saying so much that makes a lot of sense. So I'm just thinking to myself, does it mean that one of the problems for men is friendship? Because now you mentioning these things about friendship is making me realize that yes, one of the problems with men is friendship. Because there's something that men always say. And please, I want you to join the conversation. And if you want to join the conversation, we are opening the call line right now. You can call us on 091 56 42 4388. You can call us on the phone. We're going to answer the call right here on the podcast. 091 56 42 4388. We are going to pin the number right here for you all to see. 091 56 42 4388. We're waiting for your call so you can join the conversation. Tell us what you think. Now I'm thinking, JP, this friendship thing, men are always saying, oh, women like problems, women like having problems with themselves and all that. So when women have problem, any small problem, before you know it, they will scatter. But if not men now, if they have problem, before you know it, they will settle, and that's it. That's something common that men always say. So does it mean that the type of friendships that men have is not really, they are not very connected like that, in the sense you are going through something, you don't have a man in your life? Because I feel like me, if I'm going through something, I have like a female friends, and I think it's also just like you are talking about mentality. We need to go really deep. Permit me to say this. There are also some things about women that we say when it comes to intimacy and being able to open up. Women are able to bat together. Woman, feed me to man, just give and peck. Do you understand? Those intimacies are rare for men. do you think that that's lack of intimacy or lack of, I don't want to call it genuine friendship, because what men sometimes they are saying this genuine friendship is as per, oh, you have an issue with a fellow man, you can easily let it go. But what of, do you have a man in your life that you can call and say, I'm thinking suicide though, I think I want to just give it all up? Do you think it's a matter, it has to do with friendships? Do you think men should start reconsidering the friendships that they have, this intimate friendship? And do you think that our society should give room for more intimacy when it comes to men? Men should be able to express themselves more, which I know is already a problem, a mentality problem, societal problem, cultural orientation problem. So, you as a man, are you willing to be vulnerable? Are you willing to open up to that sort of friendship? It's your smile.
Okay, let me tell you something. All right?
Yes.
Let me tell you something. You know, men are wired differently from women, right? Good. I think in my little time, I will want men to debunk this mentality that when you see me on a very nice senator, looking good. Okay, now, looking good, all dressed up, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Maybe wear one or two perfumes, smelling nice. It's a common ideology that when I see as a man, behind that physical appearance, the man is bottling up
A lot of things.
So now look at where the problem lies. Men tends to judge their fellow men. Good. So now men should look beyond their fellow men's appearance. Okay, look at it. I think we should be more conscious as a man when you call your fellow man on phone. Because normally when a man calls you on phone, Baba Alpha, what's up? I did. What's this up? I did. Baba, if you borrow me one or two, give me your charger. That kind of stuff.
Yes.
So, okay, my charger, one of them spoiled. Okay, let's see what happened. Okay, now take care and I buy. That kind of stuff. So we are direct to the point. Now, but
please say that part louder. So, I like it.
Now we should, have this mentality that, in fact, we should debunk that mentality and be open to or have this ideology that beyond talking to a man or your fellow man about maybe business line, family line, or whatever thing,
you can genuinely ask how they are doing.
You can genuinely, bro, what's up?
Yes,
how far?
Yes.
How you doing? Like, we should be intentional about it.
Exactly.
That is, we should be intentional about it. How far?
That.
What's happening with you? Even if the person don't want to open up, go deep, ask him question.
Exactly.
How your work?
Okay, you were here when my girl called me now, and it's been a long time we talked. After she gave me the gist of the things that had happened in her life, she's like, you're secretive. I'm like, me, secretive. She said, yes, now so what is happening? I said, everything is okay. She said, no, what is happening in that area?
Exactly. We need to start pointing it, guy, how far? Waiting they happen. This my friend now. Yes, we have this common adage. Maybe I want to, maybe he promised he's going to give me a particular money. All right, so I've not seen it.
Yes.
So I will men normal. You'll be like, make you not be like say I didn't worry.
Yes.
All right, make I just leave her. Make I just face my front. But we've come to this point whereby whether I am the one that promised him money or he's the one that promised me money, you understand? I will call him on phone, or each time I see him, I'll be like, "Baba, how fun?" His own towards me is how far. As I did, I say how far. You know what they talk.
Yes.
But so I'll start laughing.
Yes.
So okay, calm down. Say no, be calm down. You want how far? If they take pass today, let me say you don't want to give me. You know that. So
we are talking remedies now, guys.
This thing just happened to me like yesterday or thereabout. All right, I promised to give him a particular stuff. All right, so he called me, say, "Baba, how far?" I said, I did now. I said, how far? That stuff, how far? I said, okay, don't worry, I will see what I can do. No, he said, no, today, if you pass today, but that means you don't want to give me.
Yes.
So I said, okay, no worry, I no go pass today. So because of that thing, I had to, do it.
Yes.
All right. Me, my own is if I see him, I say, Baba, what's up? What's up? He go laugh. You understand what I mean?
I think that is a problem with men. What do you think?
Yes,
men need to start Oro Kwafa. Name the talk.
You understand?
Even people say, Onye kweba na are megini.
I want to you understand? And see, it has helped to remedy some situations.
Yes.
So even if when somebody wants to, do some certain question, open it up.
Yes.
Is it a relationship? I say, how far your babe?
Yes. Because the next thing after you don't open up, before you know it, you are hearing of suicide. Exactly. Before you know it, you are hearing that this person just took their life. And you are wondering, is it not this person that I was speaking with?
You know that. So I think this is a major remedy. So
we are talking remedy now.
We as men, as guys, you have to be more intentional in our relationship with
each other.
Now it doesn't have to do with once somebody is your buddy, is your pal. Even if the person is a business colleague, all right. Once you notice one or two things, that is abstract about the person. Please, initiate a conversation. Maybe God will put a word in you that you will tell this person that can be a succor that will bring the person out of whatever the person is going through. Let me tell you, this suicide issue, it's only one word that can actually, turn somebody's thoughts towards.
Exactly.
Because suicide is a thought.
Yes.
All right? So God can use anybody, especially this period that, the economy is not friendly. All right?
Yes.
And when you see some billionaires do some shows of money, they flash money, cars, and the rest of them. Now it's keeping the other men on their toes. And now, basically, this societal trend of Mena Bro Dobu, you cannot be able to get the girl of your dream.
Yes.
So as such, it's indirectly putting them under their feet, under their toes.
Yes.
All right, because they want to meet up.
Yes.
All right, men can't take rejection. I'm telling you, from women, yes. Men can't take rejection from women.
Okay, good one.
All right, so that's why you see a man, he wants to package himself to the point of proving a point to a girl.
Yes.
That maybe basically you can have one night stand and go away, but just one night, but you want to prove a point to the person.
Yes.
I read Nancy's story. I don't know how true it is, of one guy that stalked her to the point of maybe finally, because of the fleet of cars the guy is showcasing on Instagram and the rest of them, and she decided to go out, consider going out on a date with the person. And this person booked a very expensive restaurant, and when she got there, I think she said what she ordered was about 300 something K. You understand? And the guy just formed I think he wants to answer a call, and that was how the guy vamoosed. So if she didn't have enough money with her, she couldn't have start washing plates, that kind of. Now this guy pulled this stunt for God. How many years he pulled this stunt just to have this create an impression that
he cannot uphold, that he is not.
That I can get Nancy to go out with me. Maybe it was a bet. So this is, but he's not actually. That is not him. He can't.
And maybe he has spent his last. He will go back and start being depressed.
That is it. Maybe he borrowed some money, some cars, and just to pull a stunt. That kind of stuff. So that is the kind of society we are into. So we should start talking to our fellow men. All right? It's okay
not to be okay.
It's okay not to be okay.
It's okay not to have.
It's okay for you to be living in a shanty. It's okay for you to be staying in one bedroom or one room.
Yes.
It's okay for you to stay in self-contained. It's not. See, you graduate in life.
Yes.
All right. And please, age is a number.
Yes.
Or there's no way they said you must be 40 for you to, have all the money in the whole world.
Yes.
After all, in the Bible, some people were made kings at the age of 8. Some were made kings at the age of 16. Some were made kings at the age of 30.
Yes.
Some were made kings at the age of 45. Some were made kings at the age of 60. All right? Everybody has his own
season.
So, while you are waiting for your season in prayers, doing legitimate jobs, working hard, improving on yourself, getting the better version of yourself every day, all right? You cheer the people that their season has come.
Yes.
All right? No competition.
No competition.
Debunk it. No competition.
Yes.
All right? Leave your size part time.
Yes.
By that, you are there is always a babe for every man, no matter your size. That even in one room, there is a woman that will come to that one room with you and stay with you and be comfortable with you.
Exactly.
Sometimes. Yes. So let's cultivate this culture of living our size part time, and then we as men, we should be intentional about trying to know the well-being and the welfare of our family. By this, you can actually cut down the rates of
depression, because that's what graduates to the suicide.
And the government should also help us actually.
Okay. You tell us more about that. So, JP, thank you so much. I'm trying to get what people are saying because we are rounding off right now. John says, I am trying to call, but it's not connecting. Network, I guess. Yeah, I think it's network. I'm really sorry, but please, if you could please just try again. If you could try again, I would really like that, appreciate that. So you can try again on 0915642 4388. So we're just rounding up right now anyway. We're just closing. The question of why men commit suicide more than women is very complex. There is no single answer to why, because everybody is going through different things. It involves an interplay of both societal, psychological, economic factors, and all of that. And by understanding these things, these factors, you can actually support men. And if you're a woman listening to this, I want you to be open to supporting men. I want you to be open to giving men support of any kind at all. They are also humans. They need a shoulder to lean on. They need someone to love on them. So if you or someone is struggling with suicide ideation, with depression, please remember that reaching out for support is not a bad thing. It's a courageous step that you have to do towards healing. And so right now, as we end up this podcast about why men take their life 2-3 times higher than women, I'd like you to know that we care about you here at My Mental Health Nigeria. And if you need help, you can go to kedu.ng and find therapy. Kedu.ng actually offers free therapy services to victims of suicide, anyone who has attempted suicide within 48 hours of attempt, and also they give free therapy services to anyone who has been raped. So you can go to kedu.ng and book free therapy for yourself if you're suicidal or anything like that. So we're going to take our last words from John Paul Chidi, and then we are going to go ahead and say bye-bye to you on this live podcast. So please, your last words.
Okay.
Estate Guru.
Okay, my last word is okay for men to be vulnerable. It's not a weakness. All right? We are human. Remember.
Yes.
We are human first. Thank you.
All right. So thank you very, very much for joining us. This live podcast is now coming to an end. We thank you so much for joining us. Please continue to share this video. We're going to be bringing you more beautiful things. You're going to be seeing spoken words around mental health on our page, and we're going to definitely see you again next week, Friday. Thank you all so much, and see you next week, Friday. Please continue to leave your comments and take care of yourself. Take care of the men around you. Call them on the phone now. Ask them how they are truly doing. We love you, and bye.
Bye.